When your whole business hinges on women, you might want to choose your words a little bit more carefully when expressing your unscientific and terribly insulting theories on the origins of breast cancer, especially after you insulted your customer base by body shaming the majority of women in this country who have the gall to be over a size 12. I mean, we all know exercise pants aren't for exercise, but for showing off how much you exercise. That's what Chip Wilson, founder of yoga apparel giant Lululemon, fought back against recent criticism of their product quality by blaming it on women who he feels shouldn't be wearing his clothes in the first place. As he puts it, some women's bodies just don't work, and that his product can't withstand the thigh rubbing associated with women over a size 12, the largest size available in his store. And if that wasn't enough, lo and behold, someone found a 2009 blog post by Chip Wilson expounding on another of his brilliant observations. Quote, breast cancer also came into prominence in the 1990s. I suggest this was due to the number of cigarette-smoking power women who were on the pill and taking on the stress previously left to men in the working world. End quote. Yeah. So Chip kind of seems to be a little confused. You own the biggest manufacturer of yoga pants in the world, and your idea is that breast cancer was caused by us darn girls trying to be like men.
Yeah.
Try to be like men causes cancer.
Having a job as a woman causes breast cancer is what he's saying.
Right. It's because all those women in the 90s were just out on the pill,
smoking cigarettes, having sex,
taking on work stress, trying to be men. That's the
making decisions.
It's to me, it's this ongoing thing of first you're gonna say, and if you don't know about this, so these yoga pants came out and there was a lot of criticism about the quality of his pants, which some of them not so great. And his entire story was that the reason that they were the quality, it wasn't his yoga pants, it was just those,
fat chicks.
It's fat chicks. You shouldn't have fat chicks wearing my yoga pants because he's such a prize. But now you have this it's really unnerving that in 2013, you have someone to even say something like that in a store where you're like, I'm going to have exercise. I'm going to sell exercise equipment. I'm going to sell health. I'm going to sell aspirational. Your entire business is aspirational. Like, I want to look that good in those yoga pants. And what you do is insult the majority of women in this country who are over a size 12. And then turn around and tell them, not only are you fat, but the reason that your life sucks is because you're trying to be a man and you're probably going to get cancer. Here's an idea. Maybe we could think before we speak. It's a crazy idea. Maybe think about it. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. How do you feel? I mean, I'm not going to shop at his store.
Yeah,
I'm not going to boycott it. I don't care enough about a yoga pants store, but I'm definitely not going to be buying anything from someone who feels that way about women and feels that way about people in general.
I think it's going to cut into his business. It's bound to. Even if there's not a concerted effort to have a boycott, people on their own are just going to go, I don't want to support that guy.
I paid $90 for a pair of crappy yoga pants from a guy who thinks I'm fat.
What is it about somebody like this who feels the need to go in public and say these things? It's bad enough that he thinks these things, but he feels the need to put them out there in public because, well, according to my thoughts, this is what I think. Yeah. And why? Why do we need to know what he thinks?
Yeah, I know. And then here's the thing about the First Amendment. And Chip Wilson's been a little like, why is everybody picking on me? My First Amendment. You're correct. You have the right to speak your mind. And we all have a right to tell you we think you're completely ridiculous about it. And I don't know. It's just the idea that someone in the 21st century who owns a business, who has all of this, is supposed to be an intelligent, thoughtful person, would put in writing something like, well, come on. Let's use your brains.